All right, welcome to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on Esports Radio, your feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, Jess. You can find me on X at shinpad_IESR. All right, let's get into our first topic of the night, new time wasting rules. Um, just a little review from last week as far as the format of the show. We're going to be going deeper into topics, but we're going to have fewer topics. So that's going to be a thing. We've only got 2 topics tonight. One more kind of serious one more fun. So hope you guys enjoy. First, like I said, first topic, new time wasting rules. They kind of just decided the International Football Association board, they're building on the rule change that they started last year. And if you're not familiar with the rule, last year the International Football Association board, the IFAB, stated that if a goalkeeper holds the ball for more than 8 seconds, then a corner kick will be awarded to the opposing team. And this new change is just building on that. They've decided to extend it to throw-ins and goal kicks. So if a ref decides that a throw-in or a goal kick is taking too long, then a 5-second countdown is going to start. And if the ball's not in play by then, the throw-in will be awarded to the opposing team. So basically, decision reversal. And the delayed goal kick will be awarded. When it comes to a delayed goal kick, a corner kick is going to be awarded to the opposing team. So kind of a decision reversal, just not exact 180 on that. That's one of the changes. The second one comes to involving substitutions. Now, this one I've already seen kind of be in play. When it comes to substitutions, the players that are being subbed off only have 10 seconds to get off the pitch. Otherwise, the sub has to stay off the pitch for 1 minute of play. After the play starts, they have 1 minute. They're going to have to stand on the sidelines. And I've already seen this happen with one of the LAFC matches. And during that match, the other team was already down a man. They were already down to 10 men. So this kind of evened things up just for a minute. But it has to be 1 minute of run clock time. Now, this rule, I mean, it was already started to be implemented through MLS Next Pro. MLS Next Pro started implementing this rule, this strategy 4 years ago. You heard that right. 4 years ago. And MLS followed suit about 2 years after that. So it's already been kind of put into practice. It's just now it's going to be a global thing ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Each of these has been kind of, it's going to help with the match flow, help it flow more smoothly and help, of course, curb time wasting, which is an issue because it's been a strategy that teams have used. Another rule change that I've seen by the IFAB, is off-field treatment and assessment. And according to the IFAB's website, where a player receives on-field assessment for an injury or their injury causes play to be stopped, the player will be required to leave the field of play and remain off it for 1 minute running clock once play has restarted. So, various changes going on with regards to that, but it's all to help the match flow better and, like I said, curb time wasting. I'm against it because time wasting is a real issue. And part of the reason some matches get 7 to 10 minutes of stoppage time is because of time wasting. And that's frustrating. It can be great for 7 to 10 minutes stoppage time can be great for the whole, what is it called? For teams that are behind, it can definitely help. But it's kind of frustrating because 7 to 10 minutes can basically be a whole match. Basically. But I mean, I get it. I totally get it. Now, this is not really like my frustration about time wasting is right now there's a thing going on like right now for Ramadan. There was one player, goalkeeper, faked an injury during a match in the French league to give the refs and the players who were practicing fasting during Ramadan a chance to break their fast. This has nothing to do with that. This is more for like, honestly, sometimes it feels like players take forever to throw the ball. Like, dude, just throw the damn ball, man. It is so frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. But for certain reasons I get. But when it's truly the strategy that they put in place for that to try to get an advantage in the game, I'm like, no, that's not cool. Find other ways. Find other ways, dudes. But yeah. They've also been talking about more influence of the VAR. These are some developments from an article that I just from an article from last weekend that was published on the IFAB's website. With regard to the VAR protocol, they approved 3 adjustments. VAR will now be permitted to assist the referee in relation to red cards arising from a clear incorrect second yellow card. Totally understandable. Mistaken identity. Honestly, I thought this one was already a thing. When the referee penalizes the wrong team for an offense that results in a red or yellow card being shown to the player, and a clearly incorrectly awarded corner kick, provided the review can be completed immediately and without delaying the restart. VAR is like, I feel like one of those controversial topics these days, because it's great to have the VAR, but there's so much such thing as too much VAR. And I think I touched on this last week or week before about someone has stated, I forget who it was, had stated it's not the game that we love anymore. Kind of that sort of vibe to his statement. There can be some such thing as too much VAR. And that's another thing as far as the added time, the stoppage time. It's not just time wasting, it's VAR, like the time they spend reviewing this stuff, and it's interrupting the flow of the game, which sucks. Sometimes it takes forever for them to make a decision. I'm like, dude, come on. Like the guy that I mentioned, like I said, I can't remember his name. He was like, we've been playing football for 100 years without VAR. But yeah, these are all going to be implemented they will be implemented at the World Cup this year. So hopefully the matches will flow better, but we'll see. All right, guys, we are going to take a break here. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. See you after the break.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
All right, welcome back to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Our last topic that we're going to be discussing involves one of my favorite shows, Ted Lasso. Danny Rojas, or that is what his character is on Ted Lasso, but I just kind of put this as kind of a cute little tagline. The actor, Cristo Fernandez, is back on the pitch professionally. For those of you who are not familiar, like I said, Cristo Fernandez plays Danny Rojas on Ted Lasso. Even if you didn't know what his name was, you probably know his face. It has been probably everywhere, I feel like. Some of you may not be aware that he is one of the few cast members who has played pro soccer in the past. And I mean, not as Danny, but before he became an actor. He started playing as a midfielder for Tecos FC in Liga MX, but he had to stop playing because of a couple of bad knee injuries. Well, he is trialing with the ESL team El Paso Locomotive. He played 30 minutes in a friendly match against New Mexico United last weekend. It was also reported that he logged some minutes with Chicago Fire 2, not the main MLS Chicago Fire, but their next step down team. And I did learn today that he earned a brace while playing a friendly match. I think it was worded as a scrimmage, so basically a friendly. Unfortunately, he didn't make the team for the Chicago Fire. He did, like I said, last month with Chicago Fire. He was on trial there, but unfortunately didn't make the team, and he is on trial right now. I believe the trial is still going on. I believe it. That's what it's. I believe he's still on trial, so I don't know if there's been a verdict yet whether or not he's going to be making the team. But he is back on the pitch, and honestly, it's great, It's great to see that, and if some of you may not have known that his catchphrase, "football is life," actually came from, I think, his, whatever they do for casting, they do the videos for the casting, and they decide whether or not they get the part. My brain. It came from that, because he said football is life. Now, I mean, players that are stepping onto the screen is not new. Players like Vinnie Jones, who I knew him as an actor before I knew he was a footballer. He's been in a lot of stuff. I just can't think of what he's been in right now. But if you see the face, I feel like you would definitely know him. And also Eric Cantona. Both of them were footballers and now back on the pitch. The reverse path from being on the screen, back onto the pitch, not as common, but not unheard of. According to ESPN, I didn't even know this, Sean Connery playing for Bonnie Rick Rose as a youngster, and according to legend, offered a contract Sir Matt Busby after impressing in a kickabout against the legendary Man United boss, who happened to be scouting. So we'll see if he makes the team, honestly. Who knows? But it was great seeing him train, and it was honestly kind of weird seeing the pictures and the videos of him actually playing, not just he's playing in the TV show playing. But yeah, he's fulfilling a dream he's had for a very long time, and he's been an avid fan. Like I said, we'll see. Hopefully I have an update for you guys about We'll see, though. Though, side note, there were other Ted Lasso stars that actually played before, too. Like Koala Balkini, who played Isaac McAdoo, played semi-pro before acting, and apparently Phil Dunster, aka Jamie Tart, also has some pretty wicked footballing skills. Just a little side note for you guys. And I honestly think it's pretty cool, and I hope to see Fernandez on the pitch, and it would be so cool to see him not just playing pro, but just to see how he, like, bringing that, at least I hope, that kind of Danny Rojas energy to the pitch, because I just feel like it'd be so fun to watch. So much fun to watch. But that's a pretty big story over the last week. All right, guys. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on Esports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And just a reminder, guys, you can join the conversation on Band. You can send us a DM or comment on the pinned post on X to get an invite to talk all about soccer. Just as a little reminder. Hope to see you guys next week. Keep those shin pads sharp and your shenanigans sound. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on Esports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
For the last 10 years, Esports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at Esports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at iSports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making iSports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.